Hi, welcome to the experiment which is about how do we do C programming when we are using Mongoose OS on ESP32. Because up to now we have seen how do we using a JavaScript. So here the development environment is completely different, because when we were doing JavaScript, then we basically were using a browser based development environment, and that has been explained as part of the videos, earlier videos. Now when it comes to doing it through C, so obviously this is a bit difficult, and these days obviously people prefer doing in JavaScript, but this is an option. So this is one of the experiment that will give you an idea how we can do it in C also. So here I have included in the file that is there, that is the source code. So in this I have included mgos, that is this mongoose os dot h, and then we are going to use a DHT, that is humidity and temperature sensor. So this is the DHT sensor whose support is there. So these are the two H files that we require. Then a little bit about connection is told. Now let's try to understand the starting or the way in which the program is written. So this is where you will have mgos app underscore init underscore result. So this is the return which is of type enum, and you can find it in mgos.h, and basically it is the init. That means it is as good as calling a main function. So in this main function we are going to use 3 pins. So those 3 pins are 21 pin number is used for temperature sensor. So this is the temperature sensor basically we are connecting. Then the button is where we are going to press a button, and as per the press of a button the LED will either glow or it will be off. That means it will toggle its state. And then you will have this LED pin, which is we are connecting it to the A0 pin, which is a GPIO 26. Then we are configuring the mode of these various various pins. So these are temperature pin is basically input, button pin is also an input, then LED pin is an output. Then we initially write this GPIO mgos underscore GPIO underscore write as LED pin to 0. Now all those things basically are part of the documentation. So let me just quickly take you to this documentation. So you can see this is that mgos GPIO.h. So here you can see the files which are there. So obviously all those things are part of this. So like that there are multiple references are available, and you can basically use that. So obviously we have to rely on documentation when it comes to doing it in C, because we have to do it in a very step-by-step manner. Then we are basically using this mgos DHT create. So this is the DHT create is a function which is used for humidity and temperature sensor, and we are basically provided as a temperature pin, and DHT22 is because it's for DHT22 type of DHT is DHT22. So that we need to give. And then this is basically it's a structure, so it's a pointer to a structure. So it is returning the pointer to a structure, and then we are actually calling a timer function, and in this timer function we are actually sending the pointer, that is DHT, and then we are calling this timer at an interval of 5000 milliseconds. So this is like 5 seconds basically. So 5 seconds, then and repetitively. So that is true is for repetitive. So true is for repetitive. So these are the things that we basically have sent. So this is true is basically means repetitive, and then timer is the callback. So this is the callback, and then this is the pointer that we are sending. Apart from that, we also want to use a button handler. So this is a button handler. So I'm just mentioning it properly so that we know this. So this is the button handler, and the button is which is connected to the button pin, that is pin number 4. So when we press on a button, so you basically have configured it as a pull up, then that means it is a negative edge, and this is the button callback. So now there are two callbacks, one is a timer callback and another is a button callback, and then in the end we return app init success. We need to follow this structure which is part of this programming for C programming for Mongoose using ESP32 obviously. So now let's go to these two functions. So we'll go to the timer function, and then so timer callback, so timer underscore CB, so this is a void, doesn't return anything. So basically we will now take the timer, so we can use this using this method which is mgos dht get temperature. So there are temperature, there are such methods are available, or such functions are available using the pointer. So you will get this temperature which will be float value, and then you can print it. So this is a log level which will print on the console. So I will show you how this works. So this is just the temperature and then the value. So this is about the timer callback which will be called at 5 seconds interval. Then the button callback, so where we are toggling this one LED. So you have this pin number, so that pin number we are sending from this callback. So I was showing you, so this is that pin number which is a temperature pin. So that will be sent here, and then if you want to make use of that, then we can basically make use of this. Otherwise we don't need to make use of this. So here this is the button callback, sorry, this is the temperature pin, I think I just mentioned this is the one. Okay, so this is what, so this is the button pin. So button pin is a pin number 4, so that is when we pressed, it will be here. So this is that button pin, so this is 4. So when this particular thing is pressed, then we basically want to toggle the LED pin. So so we are basically using this LED pin which is pin number 26, and this pin number 26 is basically the where we have connected the LED. So we will just have a nice message that will say button pressed, and then we set the mode which will be output, because we want to drive the LED, and then we basically will toggle. So whatever the state of LED, it will toggle. That means either it will become 0 or 1, like that it will toggle. There is another methods like mgos, GPIO, write, read, like that are also available. So you can read and then accordingly you can toggle, rather you can do either write of 0 or 1, but instead of that we can directly use toggle. So these are the things that are done in this code. Now let's try to understand how this needs to be, whole overall programming needs to be done. So let me just explain you this. So now here you can see I have created a folder. So there is written as Mongoose, then C projects, and in that the project or in that folder is C temperature sensor. So this is related to the temperature sensing as well as button clicking. So here if you see, there are multiple, this one is there. So there are two files which are important for ESP32 Mongoose programming. So one is obviously the SRC folder where there is a code, and this is the code that I was showing you. So this is that code which is main.c, and then there is a YML file. So this is like a manifest file. So if you want to do any configuration, we can do it. Currently I didn't feel, or we didn't require that. At times people give pin numbers and all that in this YML file. So that is also another way of doing it, or rather that's the way we can also do it. So let's now go and see the steps. So first step is we need to build. So let me just show you how do we do the build. So here this is what, so here now you can see this is the build. So this is done. So here I have, in this particular I am just doing // so I am going back, and in that I have a tools folder. So in the tools there is a MOS. So this MOS stands for Mongoose OS. So in that I am now passing the parameter as I want to build. So what is the build? Which is a current directory. So this is very important, in the current directory where SRC is associated. So this, if you goof up here, then obviously your build will fail. So this is very important point. So MOS, then build, and then we are specifying the architecture. So architecture is // or hyphen, two hyphens, then arc architecture and ESP32. So let me just invoke this command in front of you. So now this will build. So now you can see it is connecting to Mongoose Cloud. That means you have to have a internet connectivity, otherwise this will not build. So this will take time because it will upload the source and it will basically build it. So it's a bit lengthier process. That's why people prefer doing JavaScript because it's relatively easy to do using JavaScript, the programming. However, we also should be aware how to do it using C. So now you are able to see it will take time if as your file increases or something. So all those things will be, now it's done, and it basically will say that now it has created a build folder. So this is the build folder it has created, and in that it has copied the firmware, because now we are actually dealing with the firmware level. So it will create a zip and it will keep it. So this is that build folder and it will keep it. Now the next step is, after doing the building, we basically have to flash the ESP32. That means we need to download the complete firmware to ESP32. So for that we need to do this. So now again I am using the mouse tool, and I am now saying flash. So now this also is a quite good, it takes time, so it's a quite good amount of effort. So it is basically connecting to ESP32. Then now you can see it has basically done the flashing of the ESP32 ROM. So all those things are done. Now once you are done with it, that means your code has already started running. The moment you basically complete the flashing, your code is working. Now we need to see the output of the code. So for that we need to once again do / tools MOS console, MOS and then the space console. That means whatever is coming on the console, it will be redirected on the DOS prompt or on this prompt. So now you can see it is basically saying using COM port 13, that is the port that is used on my laptop, and now this temperature is shown. So now it has started showing the temperature, and this is that code that is executing. So if I just take you down, so you can see this. So this temperature is coming, and this is the continuous timer that is invoked, and it is basically giving you the temperature. So this is the temperature. Then apart from that, now let me press a button. I have already shown you in the video when I was pressing the button. That is part of the overall working. So I'm just pressing a button. So now you can see it is saying button pressed, and then automatically the LED will toggle. It will basically be on off on off. Now you can see this. So then simultaneously, when the temperature is also getting recorded or that particular time, button handling is also done. So this is about the button handling, which I just explained you some time back. So basically this is the overall experiment, and this is the important things to note here is when we want to do C development. So we need to make use of a MOS tool where we have to rely on command line programming. So I just have closed it. So let me just recap this whatever I have shown you. So first step is we need to build. So this is the first step, that is building using an architecture ESP32. Second is you need to flash. If your building fails, then you need to obviously, that means this is a compilation process, compilation and linking everything. That means that's a standard process. So this is the thing. If you are having a syntax error or anything that you goofed up, then all those things will be caught here. Then the second step will be flashing. Once you are done with the flash, then the third step will be to see the output on the console. So these are the 3 steps, the way in which you will basically do a C programming on Mongoose OS when we have a ESP32 hardware. So I hope you like this experiment, and this is the code. Thank you.